Hello, my name is Benjamin Park. My wife and I have been to Korea as a fundamental independent Baptist missionaries for the last 4 years. The Lord has blessed us with many blessings and fruits in our ministry. It is our honor to testify how the Lord has blessed us in His grace during the first term of our missionary work. When the independent Baptist missionaries from America, like Isaac Foster, Jack Baskin, Ansi Wicker, and others, came to Korea with the gospel of Jesus Christ in the 1950s and 60s, they planted many churches in many cities and towns in Korea. Jay received the Lord into her heart in 1968, and the Lord saved my soul in 1969. We were brought up in Buddhist families, and our salvations were truly unexpected blessings of the Lord, and totally new lives began right away. Right after my salvation, the Lord called me to the gospel ministry, and after my graduation from the Bible College in 1980 until 1987, God had led us to plant 3 churches in Korea. In 1987, the Lord surprised us with an opportunity to come to America to pastor the Korean congregation of Riverview Baptist Church in Pasco, Washington. We had a wonderful 10 years of ministry at Riverview Baptist, and the Lord led us to Lakewood, Washington to start the Bible Baptist Church of Tacoma in 1997. In 2010, the Lord burdened our hearts for the fundamental independent Baptist churches in Korea and called us to return to our native country as missionaries. He showed me from Ephesians chapter 3, verses 10 through 11, that it is now by the church that He is fulfilling His eternal purpose in Jesus Christ. We surrendered ourselves to His will, and Riverview Baptist Church sent us back to Korea as their missionaries. We returned to South Korea in April of 2013. When we returned to Korea, one of my pastor friends, Pastor Taepeng Lee, and I started Bampo Bible Baptist Church in June of 2013, and later the name was changed to Gangnam Bible Baptist Church. In 2014, the Lord gave us an opportunity to start Andong Bible Baptist Church with Brother Byung-sun Jung in one of the old and traditional Korean cities called Andong. In 2014, God also led us to start a church in the city of Sejong, which is called the second capital city of South Korea. He brought us some wonderful Christians who have been praying for the city and for a new independent Baptist church to be started. The Lord answered our prayers, and Sejong Bible Baptist Church was started in August of 2014. From the beginning of our ministry in Korea as missionaries, I have been involved in the Korea Bible Baptist College in Seoul. I have taught English and encouraged these future laborers of the Lord for the preparation of their future ministries. One of my burdens for Korean churches and pastors is to encourage them for the fundamental Baptist faith. 3 times I was able to have preachers from the state to preach at pastors' meetings and a camp. I am praying to have annual Fundamental Baptist Conference when we return to Korea for our second term missionary work. Another need for the pastors and people of independent Baptist churches in Korea is good books and materials. I started a printing house called the Global Baptist Press and have 4 English books translated and printed in Korean. For daily devotional material for Korean fundamental Baptist people, I've asked the Pastor Gugyan Jung to write a bi-monthly devotional booklet. I have been printing and distributing the Abundant Life QT from January of 2015. Sejong Bible Baptist Church was organized in March of 2016 and called Pastor Jae-hong Min as their pastor. Then a door for another unexpected ministry was opened to us. It is an opportunity to start China missions from South Korea.
말씀하시기를 내가 진실로 내게 이르노니 네가 오늘 나와 함께 낙원에 있으라 그렇게
这时候
말씀하셨습니다.
耶稣呢对他说呢，我真实的告诉你，你必定和我一同在乐园里。
예수님 살아계실 때 많은 사람들이 예수님께 도움을 구해서 왔습니다.
我们在这里看一下，耶稣在这。
There are Chinese people traveling every week from Shandong Peninsula of China to Pyeongtaek, Korea. They bring goods to Korea and take Korean products to China 3 times a week. Due to the ferry schedule, they have to stay 1 day a week, which is every Saturday in Korea. And it is very costly for these people to find lodgings and meals. So many have been staying at the ferry terminal eating their meager foods, which they brought from China. In June of 2016, Sejong Bible Baptist Church voted to start a ministry for these traveling Chinese merchant people. We secured a rundown building and fixed it to use as a church, dining hall, and for sleeping space. We serve them 3 meals, a place for resting and lodging. We have 2 preaching services, once on Saturday afternoon and another on Sunday morning. Since we started this church in August of 2016, more than 50 people responded to the gospel and accepted Jesus Christ as their Savior. Some of them began to show their spiritual interest, and it is a great blessing to witness them reading the Bible. We have been praying for a reliable worker who would help us for this ministry. The Lord sent us a Chinese brother, Liu Jia, who married to a Korean Chinese lady and speaks good Korean. They are truly blessings of God, and they are watching over this ministry while we are gone. When we return to Korea, we want to see our Chinese church expanded and evangelize the Chinese laborers who are working in Pyeongtaek area. Korean government is constructing the world's largest Chinatown at a nearby town. I'm praying that the Lord allow us to have a China mission center to train and send workers to the mainland China from South Korea. I am also praying for a Korean Independent Baptist Church to be started at the area, which will work together with this Chinese church for China missions. Please pray with us that we would continue to plant more fundamental independent Baptist churches in other cities and towns in Korea. Pray also for our Bible college and for the annual Fundamental Baptist Conference for pastors and churches. It is my heart's desire to have our churches and pastors rooted down upon the biblical faith, which we have inherited from our Baptist forefathers. My wife and I are very blessed and privileged to represent the Fundamental Independent Baptist Churches of America. Thank you for trusting and sending us back to Korea and for supporting our ministry. Please continue to pray and support our works as we, by His grace, continue to strive to be faithful to His calling for our lives.